Hi, welcome back to Debbie Deuce Homesteading. I wanted to get on here to make a video. It's all about chicken eggs. If you buy chicken eggs from somebody that has chickens, or you're thinking about having chickens, or there is some questions you may have, I might be able to answer them for you. I got a lot of information. First of all, chicken eggs don't need to be refrigerated. They can sit on your countertop for about 3 weeks. But if there's any reason why you wash them, then you have to put them in the refrigerator. Because the chicken, when they lay the egg, it's called a balloon, and it seals the egg, so no bacteria can't get into it. But if it's a hot, sunny day, and your eggs are sitting on the counter and there's sun beating on them, please move them. Because you don't want them heating up, cooling down, and then they might cook. Or don't put them by your stove either. But if you do not have air conditioning, place your eggs downstairs in your basement or in your garage. Summer is nice and cool. Or you might have half-developed chickens in your eggs, and nobody wants to see that. Sometimes you get really big eggs. Don't be alarmed, they look like dinosaur eggs to me. I'll let you compare them. This is a regular egg. And this is what I found in my nesting box the other day. This weird shaped egg. This one right here. Or this one. These are called double yolkers. This is very normal for a chicken to lay. And also, they're big. What do you do about dirty and poopy eggs? First, check your nesting boxes. Make sure they're nice and clean. Then, if they're still having poop on them, like this, see all this stuff on it? It's poop. You have to worm them. I use Dalmatia's Earth food grade. I just put a couple tablespoons per chicken. It depends how many chickens you have. I do that for a week to 2 weeks. And if it's raining outside and their run is really muddy, you can free range your chickens. But if you don't, you're going to get probably mud on your eggs unless you go out there and get them. Okay, let's see here. I got my notes. Make sure they have plenty of water. Hens, it takes them a lot of water to make these eggs. And it's fresh water. I always tell myself if I wouldn't drink that water, my chickens can't drink it either. If it's too dirty. If you're hard-boiling your eggs, please wait till a week. They're a week old, your fresh eggs, because they will not peel good for you. Then if you have collect your eggs every single day, you will prevent a broody hen. I had chickens for like 4 or 5 years now, and I have not got one broody hen. Because I go collect them. And also, it prevents, I did have one hen, it kept eating my eggs. Yeah, you have yolk all over them like this one, and then you have hay stuck all over this one. You kept saying I have a lot. And then I did have one that likes to peck at them. What I did was I go out 3 to 4 times a day to just take away the eggs. And what I put my eggs in is these egg cartons. I have them out in my coop, and I just, since I have a lot of chickens, I have like 30 some, I put them just like this. I put them in the storage unit so the chickens can't get to them, and I place them in there. Once I get a full dozen, I take it inside the house. And when I take it inside the house, I have different collars too. And then I scoot the older ones in front, and the fresh ones in the back. So I am rotating my eggs too. It's good to rotate them. I did have them in a basket. I got confused, and my eggs went to waste. We don't want to waste the eggs. If you don't have a rooster, you do not need a rooster for a hen to lay an egg. They lay eggs regardless if they have a rooster or not. But if you want to hatch out your own eggs, you do need a rooster to fertilize that egg. If you want to know if your eggs are fertilized, you just take one egg, you crack it open to see if there's a little white bullseye in the middle of that yolk. It looks like a bullseye. They are safe to eat if they're fertilized. Some has blood in it. I just scoop out the blood, and it's safe to eat that egg. They just pushed a little hard to get the egg out. That's all. If you got a new rooster, it takes, I say, 2 to 3 weeks for your eggs to start to get really fertilized, and you'll know when you hatch them out. And if it's really hot out, like 90 to 100 degrees, sometimes your hens don't lay. It's nothing that you're doing wrong. It's because it's too hot, and she's thinking to survive. Or if it's too cold, she might not lay. If she is losing her feathers, it's called molting. She may slow down or stop completely of laying until she's done with that molt, until she starts getting her new feathers. It takes a lot of energy to regain that. Also, I wanted to tell you guys, when you cook your eggs and you enjoy them, I save my eggshells. I rinse them off just like this, and I crush them up. The reason why I do this is because you give calcium back to your chickens, and it's free. Because if you have soft eggshells, they need this. They need this or oyster shells, but I prefer this because it's free. You do not want to take like eggs from a store or eggshells from somebody else and do this. No. The reason why is because their bacteria is different from your chickens. So you have to get the eggshells from your chickens to give them back to them, if that makes any sense. If you have a lot of eggs, my advice is to sell them. There's Facebook Market. And there also, you could do freezer meals. There's a video, I'll link it up above. It's egg burritos I made for the freezer because I had a lot of eggs. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for coming to Debbie Du's Homesteading. See you soon. Bye.